Hey everybody, it's Jasmine, and today I'm bringing you guys my August hits and misses. August has been a whirlwind of emotions because not only was California essentially set on fire, but I also didn't even keep my promise to myself about working out. I made a lot of excuses for myself this past month, but that's okay. We have September. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a lot of the products that I really loved in the month of August. Majority of the stuff is mostly self-care and things that make me feel really good without even without anyone even knowing that I even took them or even used them. So I want to go ahead and start off really strong with this video and talk about vaginal health. I feel like for the most part I tend to stray away from a lot of women's health subjects or things that I am not 100% well versed in. I mean, although yes, I am a woman and although I love to take care of myself, I also feel like sometimes my recommendations just may not be helpful to others, and that's completely fine. But I wanted to talk about a supplement that I have been taking for my vaginal health, and I feel like it has been helping me in a way feel like I am getting the proper nutrition and the proper preventative measures for myself. Now, a whole year ago, I started taking Hum Nutrition, and their supplements are really beneficial to me. I really enjoy the Daily Cleanse supplements. Those ones are my absolute favorite, but I decided, you know what, I want to try something new. So I ended up getting the Private Party, and I believe this is like the newest one in their line. And this one just helps support vaginal and urinary tract health. I've never had a UTI before, but I know that it is quite common and I do want to prevent it whenever possible. So this one just has cranberry, PACs, probiotics, 3 strands, 10 BN organisms. And you might be thinking, I don't know what the heck that is. Now I'm just gonna read you the side claim of this. Now it says, celebrate your private parts with a nutritional VIP treatment. A unique combination of carefully selected probiotic strains and PACs contracted from cranberry, standardized to clinically proven amounts, support yeast balance, vaginal and urinary tract health. I can't read for some odd reason, but this just has been keeping my body at bay. I feel like it does help, at least with me, with discharge, with any scent, and for the most part I do trust Hum Nutrition, so I do want to give this as my monthly favorite. I feel a little weird recommending a supplement to people, but if that's what you're looking for, then there's definitely an option here. Each month I feel like I go through a different type of lip balm. I don't like to stick with one because my lips are just so crusty that it gets used to a lip balm pretty fast. So for this past month, I have been using the Bite Lip Therapy. This one is the Agave Nighttime Lip Therapy. Now, I purchased a 3-pack at Sephora with the lip mask, the lip balm, and the lip therapy, and I used both of those up, and then the only thing left was this. I felt like the first time that I used this was probably the best time because it really just smoothed out my lips, and I felt like the more that this month progressed, the more it didn't feel as strong, but like I mentioned, my lips do get used to products pretty fast, but I really like this because just like the other Bite Beauty lip products, it has a little bit of stickiness. It's not quite as sticky as their older formula, but it's still there. It adheres to the lips really well. So I've been using this day and night, and this has just been making my lips feel ultra soft, ultra smooth. I don't think that this is my favorite out of the Bite Beauty line. I think my favorite is just the lip mask in general. Those ones are amazing, 100% recommend those. I feel like my second place would be the lip therapy, and then my third place would just be the Agave lip balm. As most of you guys know, I don't really do a whole bunch of liquid products in my routine. Mostly it's just, you know, eyeliner, if that's liquid, or it's foundation, concealer, you know, the basics. But I tend to not stick with a lot of cream blushes, cream bronzers, cream highlights. I don't really do all of that. But I found this, and this was actually sent to me. This is by Crop. I didn't find it, they found me. And this one is their eyeshadow in the shade Gilded, and this is a liquid eyeshadow, and I feel like this is the most special eyeshadow I've ever tried because when I apply lashes, it doesn't transfer onto the lashes. Like, it literally just sticks on the eyes so well. It removes easily, but it just last all freaking day, like through tears, through sweat, through humidity. Like, it's crazy. So this is gonna be probably like the one liquid eyeshadow that I like for myself. I've tried so many on the market and I just feel like I waste my money all of the time, but with this one I definitely trust it, and I actually wore it in a photo shoot this past month, so I can definitely say it's photo approved and it's weather approved. My hair journey on YouTube has definitely been kind of crazy. I feel like I talk a lot about my haircuts, I talk a lot about my hair growth, I talk a lot about dandruff, itchy scalps, and I feel like there have been still certain days where my scalp is just itchier than others. And I feel like to keep that itchiness at bay, I discovered this product from a Black-owned brand. It is so amazing. This is by the Butters Hygienics, and this is their anti-itch scalp oil with tea tree. I swear by tea tree and peppermint in my hair care routine. I feel like those two ingredients are the best to just keep that itchiness and keep that dandruff at its minimum. But in order to use scalp oils, you just want to go ahead and apply this into your scalp. It has a great little squeeze tube up here, and you just want to massage it in. And I like to leave it in kind of like a mask. So I'll try to leave it on for at least 30 minutes, and then I will go into the shower, do my regular shampooing, conditioning routine, which isn't really a routine, it's literally just like slapping it on and just massaging it in. And then after that, I will just blow dry my hair and my scalp will feel fresh and clean. So I highly recommend scalp oils, especially if you do suffer from dandruff or an itchy scalp. With masks being mandatory, I found that I have been gravitating more towards my Shiseido powder foundation. I have the shade here 220 Linen. Shiseido has a wide variety of colors in their line. They discontinued all of their old foundation colors, thank God, and they released a brand new line with their Synchro Skin collection, and I feel like their powder foundation is something that no one ever really talks about. We see a lot of reviews on their regular foundation. Jackie Aina loves it, Tati loves it. Everyone who has tried their self-refreshing foundation, which is what I have, just genuinely really loves it. I have the shade 340 Oak in their regular foundation, but I have 220 Linen in their powder foundation. You do want to go lighter with their powder foundation because you could technically use it wet and it'll get a little bit darker. So I really recommend this if you're looking for something that's full coverage, that's fast, can be used alone or can be paired on top of another foundation. And the reason why I use this on days where I do want to wear a mask is because it helps lock everything in and makes it as transfer proof as possible. This product looks like I haven't used anything, but I swear it just doesn't go anywhere. It's just so fine. This is the Manna Kadar Hydrating Face Mist, and this is just beautiful. It's beautiful. I feel like a lot of the fine mists that we see are more of an aerosol can. It's just, I don't know, I guess it's more easy for the products to just be more thin and lightweight. But this so far has been one of the most lightweight mists that I have had that's in a manual pump like this. It literally, this spray, the hydrating face mist, literally makes the skin look filtered. I don't know what makes this spray so special. It literally melts all of the powders because it is a hydrating mist, but also it makes the skin just look like you Facetune it, like you have like a blurring filter on your skin. Whenever my face just needs that quick pick-me-up, I'm gonna go for this spray, and I used it almost every single day for the past 2 months, and look at this. Look at this. Like nothing. I think this is definitely a product that's not ever gonna die, which is great because that means you are getting your money's worth. I believe full price, this is around $30-ish. No, I think it's about 20, sorry. But the $30 price point was in my mind because I got the Manna Kadar AIA box that I unboxed last month. So I really like that. That's just been a staple in my makeup routine because it just makes the makeup look so stunning. We're gonna transition into the misses. Now I do have 2 misses for this month, and unfortunately I have to throw in a collaboration, and it's going to be the Juno and Spongebob sponge collaboration. It's not the entire collab, it's just these 2. It's the Gary mini blenders. These ones are not as good of quality as the other Juno mini blenders. If you want to see a whole video reviewing all of the Juno blenders, I have that on my channel. And I feel like with these ones, they are just so hard, and to have it in a small area, preferably the eye area, it's just way too hard and dense to be in that area blending comfortably. I think it just feels like you are punching your skin, but I don't know, it's just the size of it makes it even harder than it actually should be. So I feel like out of the entire collection, the Spongebob and Patrick are really good sponges, and the brush soap is absolutely amazing. It's the Juno quality that we all know and love, but I just think the only con is just the Gary sponges. But do they work? Absolutely they do. It's just that I just prefer the original mini Juno blenders. And finally, the last miss of this video is a sunscreen. Now, I have been using a lot of sunscreen. I wear it daily, and even if I am staying indoors, I try to apply SPF on my face at the minimum, just so that I'm protected from any sunlight that's coming into my room or any of the blue light from my devices. And I decided to place an Ulta order, which I honestly shouldn't have, because I don't want to spend money, but at the same time I wanted a new sunscreen, and I wanted a free gift, and I wanted the points, so my options, you know. So I ended up getting the Australian Gold Mineral Lotion Botanical Sunscreen SPF 50. Now this one was actually the free gift, so I bought the full size that I need to return because it's not good. I ended up using the free version because I was scared that it wasn't going to be good, and I'm glad that I tried it because it is white. It is white, and once it sets on the skin, it's hard for it to really move anywhere. So this is what it looks like, and I feel like when I rub it in, this is like the most that I will do, and as you see, it's like not quite clear. It kind of just alters my skin tone, makes it a little bit more pink, and yes, it does get clear eventually, but I think for the amount of sunscreen that I use for my face, you're supposed to use half a teaspoon. I only did a dot on my hand. You're supposed to use half a teaspoon of sunscreen for your face, and let me tell you, half a teaspoon of this, you're asking for a whole entire white face that will not go anywhere. So I just genuinely feel like with this, although it's great when you add a little bit, I just feel like at the end of the day, you're not going to be using a whole bunch, so you're not going to be getting the full SPF 50. And I just don't like the white cast at all. I think I'm just so spoiled with the Shiseido sunscreens on how clear they are and how lightweight they are, that this feels heavy, it has a white cast, and it just doesn't live up to the standards that I want my sunscreens to have. And just like that, everyone, we are completed with the August hits and misses. Let me know what your product favorites were for this month. Also, if you're curious about this look, I went live on ShopMissA's Instagram today to do this entire look, and I just wanted to sit here and just say thank you to everyone who knew about it and who stayed tuned. I mostly promoted it on my Instagram, and I just wanted to say a huge thank you to ShopMissA. I am just so incredibly grateful every single time I get granted a huge opportunity like this. I never want to forget this day. It is just absolutely amazing, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who just supports whatever I do. It's just crazy to even know that there are people outside of my personal life who just support me. So thank you all so much. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.